What's going on, guys? Justin, aka Straight Hacks here, back with week 4 of the CPL. This week we are taking on the Utah Umbreons and Coach SomeRandomMinecrafter. As you can see, I have the matchup here on the screen. Their team consists of Galarian Darmanitan, Mega Diancie, Scizor, Galvantula, Glamora, Frostmoth with Terra, Volcanion, Alola Ninetales, Satitan with Terra, and Golem. That's their 10 Pokemon that they have available to them. And let me show you guys what we're bringing and why we're bringing it. First up, we have a weakness policy Metagross, Terra Water this week with Meteor Mash, Earthquake, Thunder Punch, and Agility. 8 in HP, 252 in an Adamant Nature and Attack, 248 and in Speed. And this is going to be one of our main breakers and potentially a win con this week. The one thing to note is that we will be slower than Satitan if it's in the snow, so we got to keep that in mind. Even after an agility, because its double speed 73 speed is higher than our 70, unfortunately. But if we're Terra Water and they're anything that's not like Terra Electric or Grass at that point, I think we'll be all right. Unless they get to +6 with a Belly Drum, that could be an issue. But I don't think we're going to let that happen this week. We've got some good team members coming this week. Our second team member being Ogerpon Hearthflame, of course, having or rocking the Hearthflame mask as the item, Moldbreaker as the ability, Ivy Cudgel, Power Whip, Trailblaze, Swords Dance, 252 in speed, in a Jolly Nature to speed tie their Mega Diancie, and everything else will outspeed if it's not scarfed. Trailblaze, obviously, to get a speed boost to not worry about that speed tie and outspeed any scarfers that they do have. 4 in special defense, and then 252 in attack to hit as hard as possible. Speaking of hitting very hard, we do have a choice banded Palafin this week. Wave Crash, Close Combat, Jet Punch, and Flip Turn. 40 in HP, 252 in attack, and 216 in a Jolly Nature and speed. This lets us outspeed everything Galarian, Darmanitan, and below. Obviously, we cannot outspeed the Galvantula, Ninetales, or Mega Diancie, but Banded Jet Punch does a lot to all three of them, so we're not as concerned about that. And Close Combat's there to help hit the Volcanion. Obviously, with its water absorb, it will not take damage from our water moves. Next up, we have more of a bulky mod this week. It's going to be Toxic Orb, Poison Heal, Gliscor, Earthquake, U-Turn, Defog, and Roost. 248 in HP, 8 in attack, 252, and a Careful Nature to eat up special hits as good as possible. Really, it's there in case, like, it's going to be our main switch into Galvantula, potentially Diancie. If it's special, Glamora, it checks pretty well and hopefully won't die to one of anything except maybe like a Blizzard from Alolan Ninetales. And that's going to be our main answer to some of their more special threats there. Next up, we have our dedicated lead in this game. It's Power Herb, Meteor Beam, Terapagos with Earth Power, Meteor Beam, Flamethrower, Rapid Spin. Terra Shell as the ability, obviously 96 in HP, 252 in special attack, and 160 in a timid nature and speed. This lets us outspeed everything Satitan and below, and then at +1, or sorry, in that case, at +2 will outspeed Satitan in the snow. At +1, we should outspeed their entire team. So yeah, that's the Terapagos set this week. It's our dedicated lead because they have a tendency to lead Glamora. So if that is the lead, we'll click Rapid Spin turn 1, and if they decide to get up hazards, we'll get rid of them. And if they attack us turn 1, we can just attack back. Actually, I think the best case scenario is if they attack us turn 1, we get up a second Rapid Spin to be faster than anything, and then click Meteor Beam, which will kill it at that point. But if they don't attack us, we Meteor Beam on turn 2 instead, because its Focus Sash will be broken from the Rapid Spin. And at that point, we still have our Terra Shell active, and we want to keep that if we can. But if they do attack us turn 1, then we will Rapid Spin a second time. If they don't, we Meteor Beam. And finally, we have Tinkaton. Tinkaton rocking an air balloon with the Mold Breaker ability, Gigaton Hammer, Fake Out, Thunderwave, Stealth Rock. Another bulky support mon here. 248 in HP, 8 in attack, and 252 in pitch nature and defense. It's going to be here to set the rocks up, thunder wave things to slow them down, fake things out. Gigaton Hammer hits a lot of their team for a lot of damage. You can see they have a lot of things weak to steel. Obviously, 2 of them are Terra Captains, so you got to be careful with that. But that's going to be the team we're going with this week to take on the Utah Umbreons, and I'll see you guys for the battle. And we're back here for the battle of Week 4 of the CPL. We're leading Terrapagos like we originally planned to. My guess is he leads Glamora. Oh, he leads just straight up their Manatan. Okay, interesting. So at this point, my guess is that it's just Scarfed. So if that's the case, I'm just gonna rapid spin and try to get my speed up. No Titan's good. Neither Terra Captain is interesting. He's gonna go into Volcanion. Okay. I kind of want to rapid spin a second time to make sure that I'm faster. What if this is like an assault vest? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna rapid spin one more time to make sure I'm faster than everything. Don't burn us, please. It does not. Okay, it is leftovers. Oh, we did say that's not. It can't be assault vest. So anyways, we know it's leftovers. We're gonna meteor beam. Please don't miss. We don't. We take out the Volcanion. Awesome. We're in a really good spot here. This is kind of what we plan to do, is get a rapid spin, maybe 2 off if he switches turn 1, and then just hit everything really hard. So yeah, we're in a really, really good spot here. The only thing that could pose an issue is potentially the Yancey here. We don't necessarily OHKO it. And obviously it is Mega Diancie, so I know. But that means it won't be faster than us. I don't know if it can one-shot us, though. Doesn't look like it. It can do anything, even if it's like body press. What is its body press? Like max defense? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, them not bringing either Terra Captain is interesting for sure. We're just gonna click Earth Power here, though. We clicked it. Let's see what they decide to do. Oh, 97%. Their Power Gem does not knock us out, and we just click it again. I assume they're trying to put us in range of Bullet Punch from Scissor, but I mean, even if that's the case, which we probably are at this point, like, do I want to save this? We're not faster than anything except the Scissor, so I'm just gonna I'll let them Bullet Punch me. But getting 2 KOs, they're big. I'm just gonna go with Metagross now. Even if he decides to try to knock me off, even better because of weakness policy. So we're just gonna click the agility right now. So I'm kind of hoping he just tries to knock me off here, and if he tries to switch out, fine by me. You know, they like, this thing is the only problem to me, so he's just gonna go Glamora. I'm assuming it's Corrosion then, because I've seen them do it before. I'm just gonna Earthquake. Actually, I'm a Meteor Mash for the chance to raise my attack. Spiky Shield is interesting. Okay. We just click Meteor Mash again. no reason not to. But yeah, I'll click on Meteor Mash to try to get the attack raise, assuming that he's not going to pop my weakness policy, because he probably can assume that I'm weakness policy. We're just going to knock out the Glamora. The Toxic Reef is going to go up. That's fine. We're not going to get the attack raise, unfortunately. Scizor is going to come in. I'm just going to Earthquake. And the reason I don't want to Terra in front of it is because I want it to click knockoff. Because if it does, I get the double attack. Knockoff has a chance to kill. Actually, well, that if it's like a offensive set, maybe like if it's banned, like it kills. But I'm gonna take the risk that it's not. Choice banded. If it wants to try to Swords Dance setup, that's fine too. We have things that can deal with this. Like it can't do anything to Ogerpon, so Ogerpon would just come in and just click button. The Ivy Cudgel. He's gonna dual wing beat. He's gonna miss. It wouldn't have done anything to us anyway. Yeah, unless he's like banded, which I guess is possible here. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, Ninetales is gonna come in. I'm just gonna Meteor Mash again. Just don't miss and we're good. We might just win at this point, honestly. Like, I don't think Scizor can do much to us. It dies to an Earthquake. Ninetales and Darm died to a Meteor Mash. He's gonna come into Scizor. I just click Earthquake. He's gonna Bullet Punch. He's gonna do 23%. So yeah, it was definitely Bandit Scizor. But I think that's just about game anyway. So a really good bounce back week for us in week 4. Yeah, really, really big bounce back week for us in week 4 after the close loss last week. But we're right back into the winning ways. We only sent out 2 Pokemon in this game, so the rest of our team didn't really get to shine, but that is what it is. I will see you guys next week for week 5 of the CPL. Quick game this week. Yeah, so check out my our league podcast in the Clodcast. And please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.